2xKO's closed beta is finally here, and it's been about a week, and players are kind of getting their feet wet during this this exciting time, discovering new tech, new teams, and, you know, figuring out the different fuses, right? The different play styles within the game. But one thing that I think is a huge misconception is that this game is just incomprehensibly difficult to the point of it's not even like worth it to play. Namely, I want to talk about Ahri, okay? Which is one of the, I would say, more recognizable characters from League of Legends, alongside Jinx, alongside Yasuo, and I guess even Vi. But Vi is like a little bit off to the side, right? To my point here. So there's this BNB that made its rounds on Twitter, okay? And I'll actually get the video on screen in a second, but I just want to hit it real quick, okay? I'm gonna hit this and show you the craziness of Ahri, okay? And this is not even gonna be like the full depth of this combo, by the way.
Don't hit away.
Okay.
Give me your heart.
All right, sick. So a little nice, you know, level 3 conversion, but you do not need to do any of that fancy bullshit. Like this right here, that jumped heavy is probably like going to be the biggest thing that people mess up on. It is like the thing that's like clouding Ahri as like this high execution monster, right? Aside from like her combos kind of having a little bit of inconsistency, I feel like Ahri is like lumped in with this like crowd of players saying that like this game is just going to be insane to learn, and that couldn't be farther from the truth. I think the first thing that you need to do is play the damn tutorial, okay? And I'm not like trying to call people out or anything like that. I'm just suggesting play the tutorial, because they will literally tell you, and you can even ask like somebody like, I don't know, fucking Sajam or you know, whoever's playing this game at this point, right? You can light, medium, heavy into a launcher, right? Light, medium, heavy, launcher, and then get a combo after that. It's the simplest thing. And then into special. Oops. Maybe it is hard. And you can level 1 here, and if you have double down, you can go into blitz. That misses, but you could probably go into the other one. Into Ahri's level 1, into our Blitz's level 2, and you'll just figure out what works with what. But that's a sample combo, right? That'll literally get you in the door. I think the most important thing is to kind of figure out how to start your combo rather than the combo itself, right? Yes, you could do this fancy fucking mumbo jumbo here, you know, and launch and do some crazy shit, right? And yes, you'll get like marginal gains, but literally just do the basic thing, and you can get so much mileage out of that. And once you figure out, okay, I could do this, into here, into level like super, into my other super or whatever, right? You can start to think, okay, so how do I implement like my assist, right? And so you can start to kind of finagle with that. So you could do this. What Ahri can do specifically that I've found is you could go into your sample combo, like I mentioned, medium heavy, S2, down S1, into back tag, okay, from blitz. It didn't land there, but well, bear with me. Into another combo, right? And you can keep going from there. You can even put in a little air dash. You know, you start with the building block of medium, light, medium, heavy. And like, you know, there's other characters, right? Like Blitz is incredibly easy, okay? It's the Ahri fucking brand. Into this. And this combo's into your level 1, which is really important because you'll notice my Steam gauge is now charged, okay? But that's besides the point. Basically, there's easier quote-unquote champions, and then there's harder quote-unquote champions, okay? I think the skill floor across the board is literally just like set for every single character. Now, whether or not you want to get into those charged heavy combos with Ahri is up to you later on. But that's ideally after you figure out, okay, what fuse do I want to go with, right? Do I want to go double down where I can super into another super, right? Or do I like to get a little bit freaky with like my assists, right? Do I want to get, you know, go here and tag in with like 2x assist or whatever, right? Do I want to freestyle so that I can, you know, keep swapping in between my characters? I mean, like, I think there's so much more that you need to learn versus like this crazy min-maxed Ahri combo that you'll probably hit like 1/10 of the time. So my day one team with 2x KO, whenever, you know, I first got my key, was Jinx Blitz, right? And I was trying to make Blitz point work, but he was a little bit too slow. Jinx is known as like a character that's a little bit difficult, right? She's got like these crazy, you know, little bombs and shit that she can throw out. She can even do this one. She's got like her minigun. She even has, you know, her S2, which is like this sky bones, you know, chompers. She's also got this back special that zaps them in place, and then you can get a full combo after that, right? Jinx has a lot to learn, okay? And you might be turned off from the fact of like, hey, I want to get into the game. I really like Jinx, but like I'm not that good of a fighting game player. I promise you, light, medium, heavy. And like you could get a combo after this. My day one combo was I think down medium launcher, medium heavy into S1 and then S2, and it looks like this, and it hits like that. So it's something super simple, and yes, it's like not the most optimal, right? This is probably hella minus on block, but it does hit low. And whenever I would do tag combos, I would have something that can combo with my blitz, right? Or I could just do this, and then just super in air and do like this. And that was literally that was my combo. There's nothing flashy, there's nothing fancy, okay? And then like from there, I can get into, okay, how do I manipulate my traps, right? Like how do I play this? How do I angle up my chompers, right? Which is back S1. And you'll slowly start to build these building blocks within a character. I still haven't even been able to do these like chompers combos or whatever with Jinx. I'm still figuring out my team as we speak, but I think the most important thing is just to pick whoever you want. And if you figure out like, okay, I really like Jinx in League of Legends, I really like Jinx in like, I don't know, Arcane, right? If you came from Arcane, but like I don't like how she plays in this game, okay, well then just find another character. I really like Jinx. I think her playstyle is very unique, right? And she's very obnoxious, which is a good thing to have. But if it doesn't mesh with me, it doesn't mesh with me as a player, and I'm okay with that. In Street Fighter 6, right, I started playing Kimberly. Kimberly was very flashy, and I really loved her aesthetic. But I really hated that I like basically had to neutral skip, right? I couldn't just like play my buttons and like, you know, do well. So I went to Akuma, and he much more fit that like pokey style that I want to kind of like exemplify in that like footsies game, right? So I guess that could be applied to any fighting game, but this game does not need to be like super complicated. Just do light, medium, heavy. Find a way to start your combo simply, you know? And by all means, please have fun. Like, holy shit. I think a lot of people just get so mixed up in like the trying to be optimal day one, but it's just like, it's not possible with a game like this. Like, there's so much to learn. There's team comps that you need to learn. There's, you know, combos within those team comps, right? Do you want to go with a different fuse, right? With the double down system? Or do you want to go for freestyle combos? The list goes on and on and on. And as they release more champions for this game, which I'm gonna predict that this game is gonna have some staying power just because it's the League of Legends IP. It's just gonna get more and more complex with the things that you can do. And so that's why, you know, light, medium, heavy is like in the game to get you started. And then slowly but surely, you can start to implement a more robust game plan going forward. Also, another thing to mention, this is a very quick side note, but you just have to play the game a lot, right? Like this is any game. You just have to play the game. Not everyone who starts swimming is going to be Michael Phelps, right? Not everyone who dribbles a basketball is going to be Michael Jordan, okay? The same way that, like, not everyone who picks up 2XKO is going to be, I don't know, Sonic Fox by the end of the day, okay? But you just have to play. You just have to get your feet wet and figure out how to play the game in the first place. And that's just through reps. I don't know how else to really say it. And I guess I want to end this video on the original video that I had seen. Now, I don't know if this is the one that like made rounds, but this was a Ahri combo that I was basically showcasing. And this is from, I'll show you the handle in a second. But it's nasty. This combo is insane. And this is, my god, like I think like almost 600 damage from a level 1 super. Plus you get guard break. So this charged heavy, I think whenever it hits, it deals like break damage or something. Or they can't break out of the combo. This is nasty. Again, not needed, like I said. But this was from the user Noel, Noberry, cracked player. And I guess my whole thing is that like you could find these all on Twitter. Okay, just type in Ahri bread and butter combo, or you know, BNB 2XKO, or you could go for something like Yasuo, BNB 2XKO, right? So if you really want to get into Yasuo, there's like this guy, right? New Yasuo corner staple. You can see what other people are doing. This is a bread and butter that works at all ranges, all starters, easy to confirm into, right? So you could look into this. And it looks like there's a lot of shit happening, but you'd be surprised. What is he doing here? Light, medium, heavy into S1, forward S1, forward S2. Light, medium, heavy, forward S1, forward S2. And now he's getting a little bit fancy here, but you could just look and see and get information on what people are doing with your specific main. And this is like where I'm imagining a lot of people get their tech from, you know, other games, right? People just throw tech up on Twitter and stuff. But even further, okay, from Twitter, and you're like, bro, I surf Twitter all the fucking time, okay? What the hell else can you show me? There's one, and now I'm not sponsored by any way, means, you know, shape or form, okay? But there is a website that you can find all of this tech for your specific main with a click of one button. And it is this website, Find Your Tech GG, okay? And with this website, you can choose which character that you're maining. So for example, if you're, I don't know, a Jinx player, right? 88 clips of different Jinx combos and techs and like highlights and cool conversion from Echo Freestyle, and you know, just a bunch of shit, just a bunch of information on your main. And I think this recently just came out, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think they just came out not too long ago. This is another thing. If you don't want to search, you know, Twitter specifically, I believe these still are Twitter posts, but who knows? Maybe they take it from other, you know, sites as well. But they just compile all of these tweets and all of these videos into this one, you know, easy to watch and kind of digest platform. Is that freestyle? What the fuck? Holy shit, that's so cool. Boom. Damn. I'll leave it at that. More of the story. Pick whoever you want. You'll find the tech and you'll get better and you'll use those hard combos much later on. But please, whenever you're starting out in any fighting game, specifically 2XKO for that matter, just do the easy combos. Don't complicate this game and just have fun. Okay? I'll see you in the next one. Peace.